What really made me feel safe is really when I got feedback from other wrestlers and people in the wrestling community. That meant a lot more to me because wrestling is very important to me, and it just shows that our community really is welcoming. And then, although I got positive feedback on all spectrums, it just mattered a lot more to seeing it come from people that I can relate to and that also have a love for the sport. Yeah, I mean, why I wanted to do this is just so that people that are wanting to do this decision, or even if they're not, that they have an example or someone or something to look to. And my advice is just to be focused on your athletics, and if you have the talents and the skills, that your teammates are going to love you and only really care about that. A lot of teams and a lot of coaches care about just how you play, and that's all it is. I honestly think wrestling is a growing sport, and even just looking at me being a double standard in the sport of wrestling, I think that it is on the come up, and there are more diverse people going into it. It's not just a primarily Caucasian sport, and I think really it just comes down to if you love the sport and you want to wrestle, that's all that matters. So what got me into wrestling was that I was primarily doing football, and that's really what my interest was, and I was going to go to college for football, but they told us really if you wanted to see varsity time and be a better football player, that you should get in the sport of wrestling. And then, I mean, what then would continue on would be a love for the sport, and then because of football I would have concussions and I would have to later drop that sport, so then I would have to focus on wrestling. Yeah, what I want for people to get is that it is a tough and very intense sport, and it's not something that it's not like a one game thing. Wrestling is a 24/7 thing, and it is honestly a lifestyle. Not only are you practicing and watching your weight, it's also on your off time, pushing weight plates, making sure you're doing extra after practice to watch your weight. And even, honestly, to be a better wrestler, you need to stay on the mat and keep doing more and doing extra. So I just want people to know that there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and it's not all pretty.